Today, we celebrate the inquisitive minds that question the norms of our times, challenge conventions, and boldly push boundaries to discover new possibilities. To truly change the present, let's embody the essence of this moment. Hello, everyone. I'm Meenal Singh Chandel. I extend a warm welcome to all our wonderful innovators to this elimination round of TUP 9.0. Get ready with your ideas for a fierce battle of brains because the winners of today will move forward to a regional finale of the most prestigious B School competition in the country, the Ultimate Pitch Season 9. So let's get started. At Reliance, we're about embracing fresh ideas and fostering innovation. It's in our DNA, which is subsequently reflected in each of our businesses and social initiatives. The Ultimate Pitch was born out of this exact spirit. It is the platform for curious and innovative minds who want to break away and showcase their next big idea to the world. This TUP's ninth season, and let me tell you, it has been a journey like none another. We flagged off the competition physically in the top 15 B schools across the country. At each of these institutes, we were met with enthralling audiences. The insightful sessions led by our inspiring leaders were overtly captivating. But that was not only the beginning. We then reached thousands of you through our digital platforms and virtual events, making this contest a pan India celebration of ideas and innovation. Now, with absolute delight, I want to show you all a sneak peek into our campus lounges and launch premiere with this wonderful video. What a mesmerizing response TUP has had this year. Over 19,000 registrations, more than 1,500 idea submissions, and now we move into the elimination rounds. We thank you all for making it such a memorable launch, firstly. TUP Season 9 kicked off with a bang. Enthusiastic innovators from all over the country registered to battle for the grand prize. Each one of the ideas submitted was unique, ambitious, and had a genuine intent for solving critical real world problems. Our evaluators here worked round the clock to make sure that none of the submissions went unnoticed and shortlisted those ideas that had an extra edge over the others. Those exceptional teams with remarkable ideas have qualified for this elimination round, which is one of a kind of a competition. A big congratulations to the top 90 teams who have made it to the elimination round. Kudos to all of you. Let's now do a quick rundown of what's expected to happen. I shall be calling out the team names. We will play their 3-minute video pitch on the screen. Then the teams will get 3 minutes to pitch their idea to the jury members. Teams, please do keep an eye on the timer. And of course, this will be followed by a quick 4-minute Q&A. Post each team's presentation, we'll have the jury take a minute to score the teams individually before we move to the next team. You will be judged on 5 parameters. Your idea should be futuristic, practical, scalable, should challenge conventional wisdom, and have a strong business case. Now, for the victors. The national winners will get a grand cash prize. We are also pleased to inform you that we have other rewards too. Elimination round winners and runner-up will receive 50,000 and 25,000 respectively, along with TUP merchandise. National finalists get mentored by CXOs and entrepreneurs of Reliance-owned startups. And all our national finalists will be awarded a pre-placement interview opportunity with Reliance Industries. So let's gear up and give you a best shot. But let's wait, what's competition without a jury? We have some of the top minds of Reliance with us today. They will be closely assessing your presentations, evaluating your ideas, and will provide their inputs at the end of your presentations. Now, it gives me immense pleasure to announce a jury for this elimination round. Mr. Tarun Kanoria, who is Assistant Vice President, Reliance Retail at Geomart, and Mr. Shantanu Mukherjee, Head Growth Segment at Reliance Geo. So let's get started. I would like to call upon the very first team, Team Infinity.
Hi. When we think about startups, we often think of fast growth. That's true, but being purpose driven is essentially important. So today, V Team Infinity from MDI Gurgaon has the purpose of solving problems in the education system. Books are the building blocks of our education system. While the government is obliged to provide free textbooks to all the elementary school children in public education, research shows us around 27% of the government primary school survey did not receive textbooks at all. 27%, that is 4.83 crore students, did not receive what they were promised, and the purpose fell short by 27%. But there is a chance for change yet still. With Pathshala, an innovative book renting platform with app enabled vending machines, empowering not only to improve the secondary market of books but also to rent, sell, or donate books effortlessly.
Imagine a futuristic book oasis at your fingertips. Our innovative vending machines, managed through our dynamic app, offer an exhilarating book experience. Rent any book on display, return it to any machine, and effortlessly order new stock through the app. Plus, declutter your shelves by selling or donating your beloved old books seamlessly. Welcome to the future of reading. So, Parshala's mobile app is your ultimate book companion. Discover the closest vending machine, value your treasured books, and conveniently schedule pickups to sell or donate. Easily locate your desired book and schedule donation pickups, all while earning exciting loyalty deeds points. Dive into a world of books with Pashala. So how does it all works? You can simply scan the QR code or go online to get an instant valuation for your book. If you choose reverse vending, our station will buy your book. On the flip side, readers can access an array of books for rent or purchase. The longer they keep a book, the more they pay, ensuring a fair model for both sellers and readers. The Pashala's visionary approach ensures universal education for every child in India, whether they seek books for a new academic journey or wish to trade in old ones. Pashala stands unwavering, bridging the educational gap with deed points, empowering futures one book at a time. In India, the second-hand book market is significant, but it is yet unorganized. With Pashala, we aim to steadily grow and penetrate this huge market while maintaining our annual revenues of rupees 800 crores. So join our hands with Team Infinity to turn this opportunity into a purpose. Thank you.
Good morning, dear jury. We are Team Infinity, and in this season of Reliance TUP, we bring you Pathshala. Imagine you are a book lover or a student who is going to enter the next class. What happens to the old books you have read? Most of the time, they sit on our shelves only, and knowledge becomes idle. Pathshala is a chance to reshare these books with the world by renting, selling, or donating. When we conducted our primary research, around 80% of the surveyors rated this idea a solid 8 out of 10. Consumers are going to love it. It solves two basic problems: access to the second hand books, and secondly, bringing unused books to use once again.
This concept will touch not just students and book lovers, but also educators, budget conscious individuals, parents, and philanthropic individuals, embracing a broad spectrum that undeniably encompasses both you and me. The value will start with content sourcing. It is similar to reverse vending, where consumers, after receiving a valuation of their book, will have to generate an online ticket via an app or website, and then they can visit the nearest vending machine to drop off the book. On successful receivement of the book, they will get credited in terms of money or points that they can use. Then the forward vending part is where consumers can go and buy or rent the books. Now, if you have a certain book in mind, then the platform will also allow you to find the nearest vending station where the book is available.
IoT Pathshala mobile app can be used to operate any functionality in the vending machine digitally. Also, the app comes in handy when you want any of the services directed at your home at some extra charges. Hence, via Pathshala mobile app and book vending machines, the system will smoothly operate via your virtual ID customers, not only at the public spaces where the machines are present, but also at your homes.
So we have estimated the revenue potential of this opportunity to be INR 12,000 crores annually. So now to implement this whole idea, we have divided the project into three phases: conceptualization, execution, and commissioning. So in the first phase and the first 6 months, we'll work on prototyping and testing, along with estimating the execution points and where we want to keep all the vending machines. In the next phase, we will launch Pathshala across 12 major cities, put up the vending stations, and improve the process as we go. In the final phase, we will commence completely, and our focus will be on growth and expansion into small markets. Our aim extends beyond. In the future, we envision partnership and outreach to the heart of rural India as the future of Pathshala. And that is how we aim to create an impactful and purpose driven business. Thank you.
Meenal, can we start the Q&A?
Thanks. Am I audible? Yeah,
Yes, Shantaji, please.
yeah. So I'll just quickly go first. May I know how did you come up with this idea?
Sure. So it has a little bit of backstory. So Tushar and I once went on a student exchange program, and then we are a book lover, right? So when we were going through the streets of Amsterdam, we saw this concept over there. Although they didn't had this digital and online thing present, but there were like stations where you can keep the book, and someone, if they want to read it, they can buy it or rent it. So this is where we got the inspiration, and we contextualized it in the Indian market.
And also in Germany, this is quite common in public spaces near subway stations to see book stations, not digitalized or app supported or anything, but in the shape of vending machines. So that was our source of inspiration.
Okay. I'll just quickly finish off my questions and then hand over to Tarun. Is this concept already in play elsewhere in India itself?
In India, they have there is some a little bit of variation over here. So they have online platform where you can buy the book, secondhand book, and it get delivered to your doorstep. But in terms of the vending machine and the forward and the reverse vending system, it has not been implemented in India. So it's a new thing that we are proposing to the market.
So
So,
there is this thing called bookworm, right? So have you heard of that?
Yeah, yeah. We are aware. We read about them.
Okay, so how is your concept different from that?
So in Bookworm, they are just listing all the books on their website, and you can just add to cart and buy different books and see the top selling books. So it's mostly a website where the what we are proposing is just listed in the form of a website only, but our solution is going much beyond. So we are not only listing the books that are available to people, but we are making them very, very accessible to them near their houses in public spaces where they can use our app and get those books directly from those vending machines. So first, it will bring in what we believe is a culture of reading in the Indian society. When we you see these vending machines being available in a public space, it gives you a feeling of books being accessible near you. Secondly, what Bookworm isn't doing, what our idea brings so much unique to us, it's not only you can buy these books, but you have the option to rent them for few days. Suppose you are a student in government school and you don't have NCRT textbooks, and your exam in like 1 week. So if you can't afford to buy those books, you can just go to this vending machine and get rent those books for 1 week. And also the donation aspects and renting aspects bring it a comprehensive solutions for Indian customers.
Okay, what are the key drivers from your perspective in terms of success, both from an operations perspective? So three things in terms of actually getting, your target audience to participate in this entire process, plus in terms of achieving success. My last question, then I hand over to Tarun.
Sure. So if we have to define the three parameters on which we like see the success, the first would be the partnerships with the schools where the books are not available, and the second one would be the location of these vending machines. So deciding on the locations of these vending machines where we are going to put it is a necessary part of it, for which we are thinking to do a market analysis in the big cities. And I guess the third would be the value quotation that we will propose on our website. So if you have like a certain book that is like you bought it 2 years ago, and this has some conditions, so it will be a little bit of AI based, where it will calculate the valuation of the book, right? So these three things I think would be differentiator as well, crucial for our success.
Okay, Tarun, over to you.
Thanks, Shantanuji. First of all, thanks for this presentation. Love the concept. Uh, just have a couple of questions to understand how you guys are thinking about it at a deeper level. Um, Now, as internet penetration and smartphone adoption has evolved in the last 7 or 8 years, uh, online reading, an ebook concept, has evolved. Right now, one can read as well as make notes on the tablets and phones. So, how do you think this concept, from a futuristic standpoint, is going to match up with the digital adoption that we are seeing across India?
Yeah. So we were also brainstorming the same point, and we are not only suggesting the vending machine, even though it looks the main solution, but in our video as well as presentation, we have talked about the mobile application. So that
Okay.
mobile application is not only connecting with those vending machines, but it gets much beyond. So once you see the vending machine, you're downloading the mobile app. But once you have that mobile app on your mobile phone, your smartphone, you will see all other features that this Pathshala app will bring to you. So you are getting those deed points that we talked about in our video. Through that, you can also access the ebooks, and you can connect with your friends and share the status of the books that you're reading, be it physical or digital. The mobile app can enable you to share those notes, status of the books that you're reading, and much more features that application can give to this digital world. So yes, the vending machine is a physical concept where you get the actual feeling of books in your hand, but combined with mobile app, it will be best of the both worlds.
Okay. My second question is more on the initial problem statement that you rightly identified, where students in schools are not getting books, and the problem size you defined as 27%. Um, what I'm trying to understand is, what is the problem statement root cause? Why are they not getting books? And what is the segment of customers that we're talking about who are not getting books? And the initiative of vending machine and the app, how is it solving for that particular customer segment through which we started defining the problem? So if you can just help me understand that, and I would be good. Yeah.
Sure, I would take that up. So the problem has two aspects. One is the commercial aspect, and one is the social aspect over here, right? So in terms of the social aspect, we did the primary research, not only primary but also secondary research, and we found that 27%, the number that we were quoting, did not receive the books that they were promised by the government, right? So even some of them, like 20%, what they received it was not in a good condition. The pages were flipped up or didn't have the right print. So maybe it was a little bit on the regulatory aspect. But through this Pathshala, we propose two things. One, from this for the social aspect, where we are creating a chain, right? So if someone moves on to the next class, he will be in the need of the new books, so he can get it from his senior and he can pass down those books to the previous class students. So this will create a chain and it will not charge them a lot of money. So in that term, it will be solving a social aspect. And now coming on to this commercial aspect, there are book lovers who love second hand books, and they want to find the or other books they have already read, they want to donate it or they want to pass it on to the other people. So in that way, we thought of an opportunity to commercialize, also simultaneously creating a social impact on the ground also. So this was the problem that we were trying to solve with the Pathshala.
Okay. Hey, thanks, Ankush, for that. Shantanuji, anything at your end? Else I'm done.
No, we're done. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you, Team Infinity. That was an extremely insightful presentation and a brilliant take on solving the education gap. We are now ready for our next team. I'd like to call upon the team, the Crooked Crows, in the next one.
Once a convenience, now an environmental burden. Plastic bottles, discarded thoughtlessly, lingers for centuries, contaminating oceans and soil. A silent threat, they weave a tale of harm and urgency. In one hand, billions of plastic bottles polluting Mother Earth. On the other, stubble burning chokes the heart of India. These impending ecological time bombs requires immediate attention. What solution lies ahead of us? There's a ray of hope we call Sutra, a biodegradable bottle crafted from wheat straw, binding us to a sustainable future.
This is an alternative to single-use plastic water bottle. Currently, the value of bottled water in India is over 28,900 crore rupees, that is expected to reach 82,600 crore by the year 2030, growing at a CAGR of 16.19%. The market is huge, which can be penetrated with a sustainable product that aligns with the sustainable development goals of our country. Our mission is to reduce carbon footprints by swapping every single plastic bottle with an eco-friendly water alternative on every retail shelf.
The choice is yours to make. A plastic bottle with a carbon footprint of 280 grams per kg of PET, or a wheat straw bottle which discards that amount. The yearly revenue approximates to 22.5 crore, considering production of 23,000 bottles per day, by using only 1.5 ton of raw material.
The Sutra value chain initiates with the new material sourcing directly from farmers. Subsequent processing involves meticulously pulping wheat straw, followed by effective delignification and hot pressing to achieve the desired water shape. Finally, the finished product is delivered to the retailers.
Primary research shows that 76% of the people are interested in buying biodegradable bottles, and 65% of the people are even willing to pay premium price for it.
Let's embrace sustainability one sip at a time. Our biodegradable water bottles aren't just a solution, they are a promise to a greener future. And guess what? It grows into a tree.
Let us embrace something from wheat fields to a waste free future. Millions of lives are snuffed out every year by creeping plastic bottle menace that chokes our oceans and poisons our soil. We watch horrified as mountains of waste rise. A quick fact check: 98 million tons of stubble is burnt every year across India. producing 149 million tons of CO2. But what if I tell you we have a solution? Good morning, judges. We, the Cricket Crows, introduce Sutra water bottles, offering pure and healthy drinking water that undergoes a 10-stage purification process. In India, 19.2 million liters of water packed in bottles are consumed every day. The 1 liter PET bottled water market in India stands at 115.6 billion rupees, expected to grow at 27% CAGR. Our target audience is the eco-conscious consumer who cares about the environment and wants sustainable choices. We are also looking at corporations and institutions seeking responsible alternatives for their employees and events. Sutra is all about collaboration. We will source our wheat straw from local farmers, ensuring fair sourcing prices and supporting rural communities. We will build customer relationship through engaging social media campaigns and awareness programs. Now, let us break down the numbers. For the Indian 1 liter PET bottle, the price stands at 20 rupees, whereas we offer at 30 rupees. As per the market research we conducted, 67.2% of the population are willing to pay the premium. The cost that we incur is 19.92 rupees per bottle, offering margins as high as 21%, paving the way for profitability and environmental impact. The numbers are based on 1.5 ton production capacity per day and obviously subjected to economies of scale. Our primary revenue stream is B2C sales through retail channels. We also see potential in B2B corporate partnership. And it is not just about profits, it's about how we reduce the carbon footprint. Every ton of PET plastic production releases a staggering 290 kg of CO2. Sutra removes the scope of the very PET production. Let us join the Sutra movement, ditch plastic, choose wheat straw, and be a part of the solution. Together, we can create a cleaner, healthier future for ourselves and the generations to come. Thank you.
Hey, thanks, team, for this presentation. I really love the vision which you guys have set out to replace all plastic bottles with eco-friendly alternative. What I want to understand is that is this are we talking about an innovative product, first time going to market, or is this something which is already there in the market and your aim is to scale that adoption? So, if you can help me understand that better.
Yes, sir. So for currently single time use bottles, we don't have any such biodegradable bottles into the market. It isn't there which is competing in this segment. And for adoption, if I say, yes, there are wheat straw bottles, but they are on the premium level wherein they are sold for 400 rupees or 500 rupees odd. And they are like recurring uses.
Okay. So
One
you're
more
In
saying,
point,
the segment of wherein, yes,
please
sir,
complete.
if you allow me to add one more point,
yes.
is that we are focusing on the healthy water bottles. So as we have seen, the purchasing power parity has grown 130% in last 10 decades, and people are willing to buy healthy products. Since our product is completely free of plastic, so not only sustainability, one part here is also about the health, because 1 million people per year dying from the cancer. So we help them in this way also.
Yeah, Rishabh, I completely get the value proposition. What I'm trying to understand is that is this product, is it a new product that you will be developing, or is this something which is tried and tested, and the only thing which is preventing growth is that somebody has not taken a bet on it? So I'm trying to understand at what stage is this concept. So key resources, right? Wheat, straw, aluminium, water repellent chemical. So are we talking about a material eligible for this project being available in the market, or you're talking about developing something to suit this
Yes,
requirement?
sir.
Sir, the product, the raw material is available in the market, but the design we have used is completely new, and we are in process to make it a patent. Because right now we are in very initial stages to get a patent. But this product is completely new because we are using one aluminum coating in the inner design of the bottle. So this product is not yet available in the market, sir.
So, but you are saying you have a prototype and you are working to get the patent of that.
Sir, we are trying to get the design patent because our design is something which is not available in the market because we have used aluminum coating inside the wheat straw bottles.
Okay. Okay.
Let me go through.
Answer,
Uh,
please.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. So it is we did a research, we did a scientific research, and designed that product. We didn't have a prototype, but it is based on scientific research. That's
Got it.
what I have to include.
Okay. That's all. Shantanuji, over to you.
Thanks, Tarun. Very quickly, following up with from Tarun's questions, how do you know this is actually going to work? I mean, what is the domain expertise that you have, or the while you said it is scientific research, I'm not very clear in terms of the terminology. Let me put it that way, right? So I'm just saying that the design and whether this is actually going to work, how are you um, how do you know that, and how are you sort of sharing that as something that's going to work?
Sir,
Sir, we can share you a list of references and the research articles we have taken. Apart from that, the all the parameters, including from the psi pressure which the water can generate inside a water bottle, which is 40 psi, and the withstand capability of our bottle is 3 to 4 times that of that. So even if you drop the bottle from your hand to the floor, it will not break. And the second part is the water repellent we have been using. The European Patent Office providing list of water repellent which we are using in this slurry. So this product will be like proof from the water from outside as well. And for the health part, the water is not directly coming into the contact with the wheat straw part, and there is one aluminum layer in between that, so that part is containing the health and safety issues of the bottle. So we have list of parameters, the chemical composition and equation also. If you wish, we can share you the further details as well.
Okay.
We have certain Excel and Word files. So if you allow, we can share that.
Okay. One last question. Can you give me one or two or three examples? Let's say one example of a social cause which has been converted into a commercial proposition that has worked anywhere in the world, where people, general public, right? Because your objective is to sell this in retail, right? So general public has paid more, correct, for something which is available cheaper elsewhere, purely because it is a social cause and it has become a commercial success. I mean, the plastic is in the ocean, the plastic is in the landfill. It is the government's job to clean it up. So, as a consumer, normal consumer, you're asking me to pay 50% more, assuming that you are going to be able to make it in 50% more. But I'm saying that why would the consumer pay? Can you give me some one example where at a mass scale
Okay.
this has worked? My final
Uh,
question. Yeah.
Yes, sir, sure. Sir, if you have been recently to any nearest restaurant with your family and you ordered the water bottle, and if he gives you more than 20 rupees per bottle, maybe mineral water, and sometimes the water bottle costs 110 rupees, and you buy it, still you think that the water is mineral and having greater healthy component, you buy it. That 50 to 60% is the average price of that healthy water in the market, and the water we are offering is only 30 rupees. So in that competitive part as well, we are in the range. And yes, Tanmay would you like to add?
To add on to Rishabh, what we understand is that we are not targeting the entire market. Initially, we would go through the uh, tier one cities, wherein we are targeting the 10% of the population that are socially aware. For example, the number of bottles that we are going to produce in a day is 30,000 bottles with respect to 1.5 ton production capacity, and we are targeting that 30,000 only in, for example, the cyber, wherever there is an IT hub or there are more youth population staying. So they obviously, when they are more conscious about option which is available at something for which they have just to pay 10 rupees, obviously they are going to go for that. And
So
with respect to
if you
speed,
are
why should,
Yes, Tanmay.
sorry,
So if we take example, for example, we take Delhi, the population is 3 crore, right? And for example, we take 10% of people, we are above than the normal, we are above the upper middle class, say, let's say. So these people are the 30 lakh people. And if we take the penetration to be even 0.1%, then our 30,000 bottle will be sold easily. So the available market, the customer who want to actually buy our product is more than 100 times, even in single city, that is Delhi. So we have a
Got
huge
it.
potential for this growth,
Understood.
sir.
Understood. All right. Okay, thanks. I'm done. Thank you. Thank you.
thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Sunil. You were absolutely amazing. I think it's high time for all of us to think about the environmental issues in the country. Now, let's allow our jury a minute to complete scoring the teams. While they make their assessments, let us have some fun. Here are some interesting trivia questions about Reliance. You will have to try to guess the answers in the comment section. The first person to answer correctly gets an amazing TUP merchandise. Ready? So here we go. The very first question. All right, so we have our winner here. Shreya, you may reach out to us. You have guessed it right. Please reach out to us on our social media handles or support@unstop.com, and we'll help you with the goodies for this particular trivia question. Moving on, we are now ready for our next team. I'd like to call upon Team 1AM from IIM Indore.
Hello, this is Team 1 AM from IIM Indore, and this is our idea submission for Reliance TUP case competition. Why should rural people lock money in buying computers? We are boxing ourselves in thinking that a PC has to be a different commodity. Why don't we try something else? So our recommendation for you is to have a cloud computing service that is embedded into the set-top box of JioFiber. Essentially, the product will be the standard set-top box of JioFiber that is offered by Jio. What extra we are adding is that there will be a cost-effective CPU as well as minimal RAM inside it to activate basic computing services. It will also have multiple USB and HDMI inputs for connectivity. It will have an entire Linux distro with essential softwares like spreadsheets, document editor, etc. that will be served via a virtual desktop solution. We will also provide a seamless interface due to the excellent connectivity of JioFiber. We analyzed the current product offerings in the market and we arrived at three main issues. One is that products are expensive, they require maintenance as well as constant upgrades, and cybersecurity is a main issue. Our product will solve all of this issue by being pocket friendly as well as providing OTA updates and also having a firewall embedded in it. In the current market, there are multiple service providers, so that leads to multiple expenditure accounts. So the customers cannot actually optimize their spending patterns. Our product will solve that by providing a completely consolidated solution. It will have multiple services rolled into one. And we also did market research. So we figured out the total internet subscribers was 895 million and urban internet subscribers per 100 population is 108 and rural internet subscribers per 100 population is 40. So that is comparatively lower when compared to the average. When it comes to the primary research, we interviewed 82 people from villages to get our insights. One of the major insight was computers and PCs are too expensive to buy for them. And for rural telecom expenditures, the maximum expenditure comes from having a set-top box at home. We used the Gabor measure pricing model to arrive at the optimal price range for this product, which we arrived at was 75 to 100 overhead of what Jio is actually charging. This came because it was the second maximum when we graphed our survey responses. Our action plan will have celebrity endorsements along with partnership with rural schools and NGOs. We will portray the product as a cheaper alternative to an otherwise hefty investment. If we do all this, Jio will become the first choice for telecom, and customers will shift to Jio, and it will be seen as a one-stop telecom solution for all household needs. We use the 80 AR model to arrive at the financial feasibility for this, and the NPV we got was 352 crores, and the IRR was 320%. So this project is financially feasible. Thank you so much for listening. This is Team 1AM signing off.
Hi, so Team 1AM again. I'm Aditya. And so the big problem that is there in the market is that there are limited access to resources for many underserved communities in India. So if we go for rural India, students are online education becomes an issue because the cramped screens does not help them learn well. So online classes is a problem. Tech exploration is also a problem, and there is also big initial capital investment of buying a laptop. So that is also an issue. So our solution is to have a cloud computing service that is embedded in the set-top box of Jio. So what does this actually solve? We're stopping the archaic way of thinking that a PC, you require a PC to do complex computing tasks. A TV should not be only for entertainment, we'll also involve this. What we're disrupting is that we are making a TV into an information hub, and we'll also club multiple expenses together. We'll club multiple services together. So this will help the rural people a lot.
So coming to accessibility, it is giving a powerful competing resources to whole audience of the rural areas, and it is versatile because the free software, the open source software, so you give not only just work, it will be used in educational purposes, and the seamless integration of high-speed internet of Geo will provide a virtual desktop experience, and this is cost effective because Geo already has the hardware, and it can include this hardware, and the channel is also available.
So coming to scalability and practicality, the future is the cloud, which is by default scalable. We can roll it out in a phased manner, and server capacity can be added accordingly. Facets can also be built upon the set-top box, like having an IoT system and all. Coming to the feasibility, it already has low hardware costs. Geo can utilize its Geo Cloud infrastructure to spearhead this program, and can also like add server spaces as necessary. Coming to the content availability, since we are opening out with free open source softwares, that would not be an issue. And later on, we can form partnerships with software developers and manage app licenses. So a strong business case. We performed a Porter's 5 forces study on this. The threat of new entrants is moderate because like Geo has a first mover advantage. The bargaining power of suppliers and buyers is both low since we are using an open source software and we are targeting small and medium segments. Theft of substitutes is also moderate because we will be providing an entire ecosystem wherein the customers will have all of their needs fulfilled. Rivalry will be a bit high since India has a very competitive telecom market, and market potential is very high since there is a large untapped demand for affordable computing solutions both in India as well as abroad. We'll be bundling offerings like free-to-air channels, basic PC software, and 30 Mbps speed. So, considering India has a young generation of a lot of people which are going to learn AI, ML, and all that, so it will be a very good for them. Thank you.
Hi, thanks for that. I'll just quickly go with a couple of questions and then I'll hand over to Tarun. Right. So your target segment is basically, as you said, rural and let's say the low income segment, right? Okay.
Yes.
But your entire solution is based on the set-top box, right? Which is our fiber set-top box, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So in terms of your target segment versus the basic delivery system that you are envisaging, right? Which is the set-top box on fiber. Do you feel that those two go along? I mean, is your delivery system and your target segment aligned, or would there be a challenge as far as that is concerned? That's number one. Or is it that you are looking at a standalone solution?
There's a graph that we have in our presentation. If you could please show it, Manak.
Okay, I'll take the version. Actually, we
Yeah.
surveyed a lot of villagers. So what we found out that they don't have a broadband service. They don't take a laptop, but TV is one thing they are actually taking, means a TV set-top box. So what we are doing that we are replacing that set-top box and combining all three services: the Wi-Fi, the TV, and as well as the fiber thing and a virtual computer in one. And there we are providing it. And the cost we have come here is that overhead we are adding 75 rupees extra only. So we are not actually selling the product, we are providing instead of that set top box that we are supposed to offer to the villagers, because TV is available to everyone and everyone is subscribing to the set top box. So
Also,
But
like
what is
when
the
we
set-top
interviewed,
box going to do without the connectivity? What is the connectivity?
connectivity is previously we had set top box, now we will replace that with geo fiber. So what we are telling is that villagers don't opt for a set top box, opt for a geo fiber. The cost is almost the same, but you are getting a lot more.
also what we have seen is like villagers actually do spend a lot of money on their individual SIM cards for data plans and all that. So if we can convince them to like use a single geo fiber connection wherein everybody in the house can use the same network, they'll be able to like consolidate all of their expenses into a single
And
plan.
your assumption is that the geofiber connectivity is already available at each and every house in that village?
We
I
have
mean,
to
how else is
penetrate
the
that.
connectivity going to happen?
We have to tap the
Yeah.
connectivity because geofiber has to go there, geofiber has to reach the villages. That is
So
our
is
solution.
your financials take that to account in terms of the cost for that?
We have taken that for the starting, we have taken for the analysis that we'll take 10% of the villagers that are available. We'll start like that, and we'll have included an assumption that a startup takes 20 crore budget for that. So we have incorporated that. After that, we have come to the conclusion that it will have an ROI of 360%. So we have taken that account that there will be an initial cost involved in that.
Yeah.
Okay, over to Tarun. Thanks.
Hey guys, thanks for this. I understand the use case, but I got a little confused in terms of uh, what are we trying to do here? Are we suggesting more business avenues for geo fiber, or uh, are we trying to make televisions more of smart monitors, or are we trying to make smart monitors also serve as television? I got confused.
No,
So if
it
you
is
can just
the
help me understand.
so this is the TV that is available everywhere. What we are doing is that we are making that into a computer, because in future as AI, ML, and all the metaverse is coming, cloud will be the solution. Not everyone can buy hefty priced computer. So what we are providing is that a set-top box that can transform the TV into a computer and do complex
See,
tasks
we
that
have
are.
1 minute remaining. Sorry, I'm interrupting you. It's actually time's up, but where I was not able to frame it is nowadays, if you know Google spreadsheets and all, everything is on the cloud. So you mentioned a bunch of applications. Now, from what my limited understanding is with smart TVs and all, we can actually open up a Google spreadsheet or any other, hosted application on the cloud and work on it with a keyboard, provided, like Shantanuji was saying, that there is internet connectivity, etc. So I was not able to link in terms of how these things are coming together in a
So
new
what
avatar.
Yeah, what we are envisaging is like in the villages, people will not have money to buy such expensive smart TVs and all that. So, but they still spend on data plans and all, and they still spend on their set-top box TV
Okay.
channel plans and all. So, we'll be consolidating everything into a single package, wherein they spend all that amount a single in a single shot, wherein they get the
Mhm.
functionalities for television as well as a remote smart TV computer, and they get the broadband services as well. So they would save money on their data plans, they would save money on the existing dish TV plans that they already had, and then they would also get this smart TV facilities at a minimal additional cost.
Sure. Cool, yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Thank you, 1 a.m. team. You guys were simply amazing. Next, we are now ready for the A team from IM Jammu.
Agriculture, the backbone of a nation, faces a silent adversary. insect infestations, and the repercussions of excess pesticide use. In our pursuit of sustainable farming practices, an alarming 15.7% of crop losses in India are attributed to insects, resulting in staggering economic losses. Traditional insect management relies on manual identification, a daunting task with over 10,000 species of insects affecting our crops. Lack of precise information on chemical doses leads to excessive use of harmful pesticides, damaging ecosystems and posing serious threats to human health. Farmers often rely on local pesticide sellers for advice, contributing to excessive pesticide use and compromising the effectiveness of insect management programs. Post the Green Revolution, India has suffered an average 23% crop loss due to insects, reaching a staggering 50% in cotton crops. This results in an annual monetary loss of 35,000 million US dollars. But what if we could change this narrative? Introducing our revolutionary solution, an expert system app powered by cutting edge computer vision technology. Our app, integrated with a drone or rover installed camera, transforms the identification and management program. Conducting an on-field drone survey provides data on insect species, infestation levels, and projected losses, offering a comprehensive solution to the farmer. The app calculates the economic threshold level using grid or random sampling data from the field. Economic threshold level is the point at which pest population density demands action, optimizing the cost of control measures against potential crop loss. More than identification, the app provides tailored management practices, both chemical and biological. Imagine having an agricultural expert in your pocket. It also includes a platform connecting farmers with online pesticide sellers, breaking free from the traditional reliance on local advice. With over 80 million farmers and 154 million hectares of cropland in India, the market size is immense. Our system promotes sustainable practices, reducing the use of excessive chemicals. This protects the environment and ensures the health of our crops, our farmers, and our future. Our aim is to revolutionize agriculture, empower farmers, save crops, and build a sustainable future.
Okay. India is one of the major players in the agricultural sector worldwide, and farming contributes to 16% of India's GDP. Agriculture is the primary source of livelihood for around 55% of India's population. Despite agriculture being such a huge sector, it faces few challenges, and one of them is through pests. In order to save the crops from pesticides, farmers use pesticides. The lack of precise information on chemical doses leads to excessive pesticide use, harming the ecosystem and also posing serious threats to human health. We present to you AgriVision 360. It's an app where farmers can book a slot for a field visit. As soon as the farmers book a slot, an executive from our team will visit the farmland and an aerial survey of the field is done via drones. The app then calculates the required amount of pesticides to be used, and the required amount of pesticides is deployed in the field via drones. We tend to target farmers who have an area of cropland greater than 2 hectares. And we see two major revenue streams. One is through the service which will be charging for the farmers for the service we have done on the land. And the second is the commission which we will be receiving from the pesticide companies for them to be available on our app. We plan to launch our app in the regions of Punjab and Haryana and in the languages of Hindi and English. We see to expand to all the major regions across the country, making the app available in 18 plus languages. In future, we try to collaborate with government organizations to reach the small and medium farmers as well. And as the country progresses towards organic farming, we tend to deploy biopesticides instead of the traditional pesticides via our app. Thank you.
You are trying to do here, I understood that your app is going to calculate and decide what kind of pesticide and what quantity, etc., has to be used. But in the
Yes.
initial video, you guys showed about pest and some drone and it being able to recognize what kind of pest, climatic condition, etc. So a lot of information was squeezed in a very small window. Can you just give me an executive pitch since you have time remaining?
Um,
Take 30 seconds and quickly summarize.
yes, sir. In the app, once the farmer books a slot, an executive from the company visits the field and an aerial
Forget
survey of
about
the
the
field.
app. I'm talking about the concept. App and all will work, I know. But
Yes.
what is it that you're solving for and how is what I'm trying to
Uh,
understand. Don't get into app and go to market. I'm asking
okay,
about the core product.
sir. The core problem we are trying to solve is calculating the required amount of pesticides to be used and how like the deployment of pesticides via drones, because it is harmful for humans to deploy the pesticides in fields, which is causing cancer for the farmers who are being exposed to pesticides as well. So this is the problem we are trying to solve.
Also, sir, the other greater problem is like if we take the example of a rice crop, there are more than 10,000 species of insects that are affecting the crop, and identification of all the insects are not that much possible by the farmers or agricultural experts as well, but it can be done by the drones. Also, there is an economic threshold level in the farming, and it is the level at which the damage that is being caused by the insect is equals to the management cost of the management practices that we are doing. That is, it is the most optimum level at which we should go
Please,
for management practices.
because we have
It will
limited
be
time, I'm pausing. Because you have limited time, I'm interrupting. Okay, please don't take it otherwise. What I'm trying to, I've understood the problem. I've understood your go-to market. Where I've not understood is in between, right? That okay, am I hearing that one of you is a subject matter expert who has done some research, or are we talking about some existing model available globally or in India, which is not adopted and you want to scale it up? So, what are we talking about? Like, how will a drone decide? Is it a product that you are going to build from scratch, or what are we talking about here? That is what I'm not clear.
Yes, sir. Although, sir, some services are globally available for identification of the insects and diseases as well. Like there is a Plantix app that is being built that identifies the diseases and then it tells the solution for that. But that app is not that much accurate. Also, predicting the diseases through the symptoms is not that much possible in agriculture because same disease can be caused by three different problems. Also, sir, insect are the ones that we can go ahead because every insect can have a single point solution. If we have identified it correctly, we can go for the management practices as well. The second problem is that farmers heavily relies on the expertise of the shopkeepers from that where they are purchasing the product, and shopkeepers tends to push the products that are having more margins for them. So at times it compromises with the efficacy or efficiency of the management practices. Here we'll be providing the much efficient practice with the accurate amount. It will be a kind of precise farming where they'll be applying only a amount that is required, and that will not harm the health, environment, and the cost of management for the farmer.
My last question before I hand it over to Shantanu. Uh, what I understand is that there is a lot of initiative which the government has in terms of helping farmers with seed procurement, with farming best practices, with the right pesticides and all. Why do you think that there is a gap in what these agencies are doing versus what you propose to do? Can you just elaborate on that before the next question?
Sir, the main gap is between the maintenance of the app. If we see eNam, it is a app that is being heavily promoted by the government, but the information and data in the app is not being updated from the time to time. If I'll log in and I'll try to find the prices in the local mandi of my area, at times I'm not able to get the most recent prices or even the price of the crop that I have. So the main problem is also in maintaining and updating of the data of the app. Other than that, not much government has taken some initiative, but reaching out to the grassroots level and then asking the farmers to adopt those apps is not being done on that level by these companies and the government.
Shantanu over to you.
Thanks, Tarun. Okay, very quickly, see, while you did mention about the government, etc., the reality is that a smart agriculture platform, right? There are several in India, correct? And a lot, including, by the way, from Geo. And there are lots of, you've focused on a very specific problem. These platforms actually do end to end, including what you've already done, right? So I would be very interested to understand from you in terms of two things very quickly because time is up. What do you think is different for your application versus these which are already established and fairly large, which are already working in India, and they're all private, nothing to do with the government, okay? And they are doing a much more larger part of the value chain versus what you are just referring to at this point of time. And hence, what are the key drivers of success for you?
Sir, the apps which are currently present provide an end-to-end solution. That's correct, and they have a facility to order the pesticides, but calculating them accurately and then deploying them in the field is not being done by them. So that's the area we want to focus, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, A team, for a great presentation and a fabulous pitch. Now, let's allow our jury another minute to complete scoring the teams. And while they make their assessments, why not play another trivia question about Reliance? The rules remains the same, guys. You will have to guess the answers in the comment section. And of course, the first person to answer correctly will be our winner. So, are you guys ready? Team, can we have the next question, please? All right, so we have our winner here, Tushar Satya. You've guessed it right. Please feel free to reach out to us on our social media handles or write it to us at support@unstop.com. Moving on, we are now ready for our next team. So I would like to call upon one force from I am Kashipur.
It all changed one night, filled with laughter but also regrettable choices. A close friend of mine met with a serious bike accident. India witnessed a total number of more than 4.5 lakh road accidents, out of which 66% of road accidents involve two-wheelers, leading to approximately 3 lakh deaths. This translates to 9 deaths every hour. Usually young people are worst affected. Major reasons being overspeeding, drunken driving, drowsiness, helmet non-usage, distracted driving. Is there any way to handle these problems? Yes, human body can give several signals when person is drowsy or drunk driving. Hence, our one-stop solution to all these problems, ProGuard Smart Ride series. With machine learning technology, enhances two-wheeler rider safety by detecting drowsiness and alcohol, using data metrics to promote and improve safer riding behavior. Brain waves are generated, which detected, processed, filtered, and identified through scanning by the smart helmet, which uses EEG detector. The frequency now obtained is used to classify the current brainwave frequency of the rider. Then it is converted to vibrations and sound, indicating the drowsiness and eventually awakening the driver. The proposed smart helmet integrates alcohol detection via a sensor, enabling the controller unit to initiate a lockdown command into two-wheeler. The ignition is then cut off. Or the receiver unit will fire a high-frequency alarm, then an SMS will be sent to a pre-saved number saying that this person is either drunk or he is in a risky situation. Our smart helmet consists of various components which are placed according to their functionality. Main processing unit, alcohol sensor, EEG processing unit, Bluetooth module, speaker. The smart helmet's controller unit cuts off ignition through ignition unit on two-wheeler. Upon receiving a Bluetooth command to assess the two-wheeler status, sends an SMS alert through the GSM module. The ProGuard smart app only works when you wear the helmet correctly, making you ride safer and more enjoyable. It automatically disconnects calls for safety, and the caller gets a notification. The smart helmet connected to an app helps you save fuel by giving real-time tips on how to use it more efficiently, all on your phone. In case of trouble on the road, a single click triggers an emergency alert with your location to contacts. Accident detection technology will ensure immediate notification of any incidents. The app integrated with helmets gives you direction through speakers, and it uses GPS to check your speed. If you are overspeeding, the helmet sends sound alerts. Get points for riding safely, rank nationally with ProGuard riders, and use those points for discounts at partner restaurants. Thank you so much. Every road accident involving a two wheeler is not just a statistic, it's a narrative of shattered dreams and families forever altered by harsh realities. It's time to rewrite this narrative with innovation and commitment to rider safety with our initiative ProGuard Smart Ecosystem. It isn't just another smart helmet. It's a safety powerhouse that serves as the initial checkpoint, detecting its presence before allowing the ignition to activate. It detects signs of alcohol and drowsiness. Our smart helmet will be connected to driver's bike and ProGuard mobile application via Bluetooth and GSM modules. The competitive landscape for smart helmet in India is growing, with both local and international players entering the market. Some of the key competitors in the Indian smart helmet market majorly focuses on specific areas like communication, AR display, or crash detection. Though ProGuard boasts a well-rounded feature set, making our safety solution unmatched given our USP. In comprehending our market understanding, key stakeholders include two-wheeler manufacturers such as Royal Enfield, BMW, helmet manufacturers such as Steelbird Vega for building body support, Reliance Jio for software and app support, insurance companies, and brand e-commerce platforms and restaurants for voucher or points redemption. The total addressable market is a substantial 21 crores, which includes all registered two-wheeler users with a focus on the helmet wearing market comprising 9 crores. Our primary target for the initial phase of our venture are the emerging smart product acceptors, which are on rise and estimated at 9 million.
After understanding the competitors and market, our primary focus will be two-wheeler manufacturers for collaborative sales under B2B2C umbrella and two-wheeler owners under B2C. We also aim to focus on B2B segment at later stages. It will include delivery services such as food delivery and quick commerce services. Next, we can move on to the vehicle aggregators providing mobility services such as Rapido and Uber. What is in it for Reliance? They have an opportunity to leverage their Geo 5G LTE network for location detection, automobile telematics, and safety features that are used in smart solutions. It would allow delivery aggregators to track their drivers and ensure that they are driving safely. The goal of ProGuard ecosystem is to reduce accidents by a minimum of 10%, saving over 30,000 lives annually. This is a significant goal and it would make a real difference in the lives of many people. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Thank you for sharing that. Good presentation. A couple of very quick questions. Who is your, why do you mention that? But from a TG perspective, your focus area is what? Is it primarily B2B, like with the Ubers and the Zomatos of the world, or is it the retail customer? Or is it the retail customer more than the customer who is actually doing the riding? Is it the family?
I would like to take up this question and say that our primary targets are like in the later mentioned on is actually the person who's riding the bike. So it would be as of now the owners, and the secondary target we would move on to the B2B segment, the Ubers and the Olas and the Rapidos and the delivery services. But the primary target would be the B2C segment, the owners itself, two-wheeler owners.
Okay, and what is it that makes you because there are, as you said, there are competitors in the market, right? So you have people who are creating smart helmets, or you even have applications now available which make a normal helmet into a smart helmet. So what is your understanding of the market? How is it behaving, and why do you think the bike rider will be interested?
So there's one thing that even if we are drowsy, there's no such application as of now which can detect the drowsiness and the alcohol. And drowsiness is one condition that is actually very harmful, but it cannot be detected, or we cannot know that an accident has happened due to that. So it becomes very important to track that. And in order to track that, because this is something that none of the other competitors are doing as of now, which are incorporating the technology of alcohol detection and drowsiness. And also we are suggesting that the bike won't start until and unless you put the helmet on. So the ignition at the beginning would be locked, and once you put the helmet on, there would be a touch sensor at the back of the helmet which would allow the bike to start. So
Okay,
this is something.
sorry, let
Yes.
me interrupt you. Sorry, because we don't have too much time, so that's the reason. You have taken into account the technology required to do this, right? So, for example, drowsiness detection in cars takes into account a lot of elements, including breathing patterns, your the way your body is, etc., etc. In terms of doing this in a helmet, and I'm not sure how much drowsiness is a factor in a two-wheeler, is something that you would have done, also including the integration that you would need to do with the two-wheeler for the automatic start, stop, etc., to be done.
For the case of drowsiness, we are putting sensors in a helmet, and those sensors will be detecting the brain waves. And those, like our brain waves, they are in four types of frequency. And like one of the frequencies is the one where the person is actually like feeling asleep, and one is where they have started to feel drowsy. So like our sensor will detect those frequencies, and those frequencies will then send to the processing unit of the helmet. And for
Understood.
the case of the
What about the
ignition,
integration with the bike itself?
yes, sir. Like there'll be a receiver that will be placed on the bike itself, and as soon as the alcohol is detected by the sensor which is present on the helmet, it will send the again the processing unit of helmet will
So
send it to the.
is this a concept? Sorry, is this a concept, or is this something that you're clear in terms of how it works?
Uh,
What is the technology behind it? How does it work?
Yeah, so I'll take up this question. Yeah, we have gone through a many research paper, and in research paper it is mentioned, and it is quite been researched about ki how can we use it in a vehicle system, two wheeler. So basically, we have gone through many research pain points and various research where these
Okay, sorry,
technology
sorry,
has.
sorry. Understood. My time is up. Tarun, sorry, the time is up, but in case you have any further questions.
Yeah, I just have one question. Concept is great, and it seems like you've done research. The technical know-how and all is something which probably has to be looked at. But what does it, what is the cost implication of this for a two-wheeler rider? And I just want to understand that. And if it is like increasing the cost of ownership by 2x, 3x, whatever that number is, what is it what is the value proposition, right? Or what is it that is going to make him or her buy, right, at that 2x 3x cost? Because you're literally talking about alcohol detection, which is like having a police on your helmet, right? So why would somebody do that? Because whenever you know drive after consuming alcohol, you're very well aware that you're doing something wrong. So if you can just answer that.
So, I would like to take an example from my personal life. When I wanted to buy a two-wheeler, my parents told me, no, you cannot buy a two-wheeler because it's not very safe. And we see that many accidents are happening due to two-wheeler. So people who would like to, ride two-wheelers, who have this passion for riding two-wheelers, would definitely go for a safer ride option. And it's not just these three USPs that we are giving. Apart from that, there are multiple options. The app integration would give multiple things, economic ride options. Then we would connect it with multiple restaurants for voucher and insurance redemption, and such many more things
We
which
have
would
heard
actually
that
make.
because, sorry, I'm interrupting, Nimisha, but let's get to the cost. I've understood the USPs.
Hmm.
I'm just trying
So
to get a
the
sense of the cost here.
since the product we have estimated the cost from the in a range of 1800 to 2500 for the helmet and the entire integration. Though this is a rough estimate and we need to work on it more, but this is a rough estimate as of now that we have
And how does it
understood.
stack up vis-a-vis a regular helmet of a similar quality? Uh,
So
Not
can you
similar
please elaborate?
connectivity, but similar quality. Yeah. Sorry.
Can you please elaborate on the question a bit?
So a helmet without any of these gadgets or features, but the same safety standard in terms of the plastic quality and build. So that versus that same helmet with all of this functionality, what is the delta?
Hmm.
So the quality will be on the same level what ISI, it will be ISI DOT approved. And apart from that,
Sort of get
we
to the cost here. Don't explain. Just get to the cost. We are running out of time here. I'm sorry. Give me a ballpark, no? Or you guys have not worked on that. That's okay, guys. I think we have exceeded time, so we'll have to move
Yes,
on.
sir. This is something that we need to
Thank
figure
you.
out. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, no problem. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Team One Force. You guys were absolutely stunning. Thank you so much for that presentation. Moving on, we are now ready for our last presentation and the pitch for this elimination round. I would like now to call upon Rishikesh V from IIM Indore and his team.
Hello everyone, I am Tejas Vaidya and I am here on the behalf of our team to introduce you to Krida Sports, an innovative solution addressing critical challenges in the sports ecosystem. How many of us wanted to pursue a career in sports but couldn't? Even me. Data also shows that about 62% Indians want to do something in sports but only 1% end up doing so. Why is this happening? There is a lack of awareness, facilities, and reliable sports academies causing information asymmetry. This is a reality for many. People struggle to find transparent information about sports curricula and often face barriers accessing quality coaching. Enter Krida Sports. We are revolutionizing the sports landscape by addressing these challenges head on. Our platform tackles information asymmetry by providing a centralized hub for enthusiasts to discover, compare, and enroll in sports academies. We optimize in existing infrastructure utility, ensuring that good infrastructure and coaching for various sports are accessible right in your locality. Currently operational in Pune and Parbani in Maharashtra, Krida Sports is your online destination for a diverse array of sports opportunities, all under one roof. With a network of 70 plus coaches connected with us, you can access coaching with just one click. We bring the convenience of quality infrastructure and coaching to your doorstep, offering expertise in every sport imaginable. Our vision at Kridas is to transform how sports are taught and played in India. We provide a unique value proposition. Start your sports journey with the reviewed and tested sports academies in your vicinity. What sets us apart is our AI/ML powered best suited sports test. This innovative tool helps aspiring sportsperson to identify the sports that align perfectly with their strengths and interests. By leveraging anthropometry, physical fitness, motor skills, and psychological data, we provide a holistic result to guide their sports journey. We are proud to share that Kridas is certified by Startup India and has achieved a district rank 1 in Maharashtra Startup Yatra 2022. The timing of our venture couldn't be better. The sports training market in India is poised to grow significantly with a projected CAGR of 5.7% from 2022 to 2029. Credas operates as an aggregator platform connecting users with coaches and sports academies and providing AI ML powered tests working right from the grassroots level. Our revenue model is dual sided. For B2B, we generate income through test fees and commissions from academies and schools. On the B2C front, revenue comes from coaching and test fees paid by the student. We are excited to announce our expansion plans into Indore. Our team, including esteemed IIT alumni and IIM graduates, is geared up to make Credas a nationwide success. In conclusion, Creda Sports is not just a platform, it's a movement. We are shaping the future of sports education in India and we invite you to join us in this exciting journey. Visit us on www.credasports.com.
Good morning, jury members. We are the members of Team P23 Rishikesh V, and we are joining you through the various districts of Madhya Pradesh as we are in our rural engagement program. Starting off with our presentation, we are a team of we are a founding team of Credas, and Credas is an online sports aggregator platform, and it is mainly working in the field of bridging the gap of information asymmetry in this field. Also, what motivates us is like there's, as you can see, the major sporting events in our country are being sponsored by say firms like Byju's. But why not some sports startups or companies working in the field of sports like sponsor such events? Also, there are other of the goals that we are trying to accomplish, like increasing the number of the number and quality of the sports person representing India at an international level. Also, as we see that India ranks second in the childhood obesity in the world. So we are also trying to improve the physical health and fitness of children through our initiative. Our USP is a unique AI/ML powered, best suited sport test, which takes inputs through various physical fitness tests and like processing the data and presenting it in a useful format to generate insights as to how the students or the sports enthusiasts can benefit from that and pursue sports accordingly. Speaking of our existence, we are currently present in Pune and Parbhani in Maharashtra, and we have a network of 70 plus coaches, and we are currently planning to expand in Indore. My colleague Tejas will elaborate further. Tejas?
Am I audible? Hello. So, talking about our achievements, our startup is certified by the Startup India, and we have secured district rank 1 in Maharashtra Startup Yatra of 2022. Talking about the competitors, our direct competitors include a startup like Sports Village, Khilomore, Coach Crew, and others. And there are indirect competitors like we have a Pleo and Sulekha as well. Now, I'll talk about why our team. Why our team? So our team consists of IIT, NIT alumni as well as the IIM graduate students, and we also have students which are badminton players played at the national level as well as the black belt starter. Vismay himself is a black belt in karate, and I've played at the national level. And together we are very sports enthusiasts, and we like there is a personal motive, personal drive for us to make this platform, to make this startup a success. Thank you.
Hey, Tejas, thanks everyone. Thanks for the presentation. Good to see that you guys are already in the market and looking at expansion. I understood your value proposition. What I want to understand more from you is what is your defensible differentiator? I'll just explain what defensible differentiator is. Differentiators, you guys understand more than anyone. Defensible is which your competitors like Playo and Sports Village, etc., cannot emulate. Right. So I want to understand what is your defensible differentiator, and second, what is your
Yes, sir.
ambition? Yeah. So these two things, if you can help me understand. When I say ambition, I'm talking about 3, 5, 7 year down the line. So if you can just throw some light on these two.
Yes, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. So basically, we showed their indirect competitors and direct competitors. So basically, direct competitors such as Sports Village and Khelo More, as well as Coach Crew, are also providing coachings at different stages in different cities. But basically, they don't follow particular curricula. Also, there is a nothing like best suited sports for them. So basically, we start journey of student from a best suited sport, which is AIML power test, which is done by none of our competitors. Also, we conduct multiple stages at different stages to see what is exactly the development of that child, and after that we tell them to go with another curriculum if that particular curriculum is not going to suit him, and as per that we give him or her training, and we show what exactly the results are. So that is our differentiation from all other platforms. They are just like collecting coaches and giving coaching to other means sport enthusiasts, but they are not giving them complete journey. And that our best suited test and our regular conducting test is what our USP is. Then coming to what exactly motivates us, or why we are doing this and what we expect down the line 5 to 7 years, is that uh, so is this fine if I tell about what exactly we are expecting out of it down the line from 5 to 7 years?
Yeah,
So
please, but you need to be articulate here.
yeah, sure. So basically, in 5 to 7 years, we think that there should be in most of the schools, we should be there to tell everyone that which kind of sports suits him or her based on his physical fitness and different parameters. And we should be explaining about how sports training goes, how one can achieve something out of it, and how to get a platform to showcase his or her talent, so that India will be leader at a national level or international level. Because if we see in Olympic, India is securing less
Rishikesh, you
medals.
need to
If
be
we see
articulate.
the strength
You
of
need
India, then
to,
it's
Rishikesh, you need to be articulate. So we'll have some more questions. Shantanu, over to you.
Sorry, thanks, Tarun. Um, Fantastic concept, guys. How long have you been operational? You're already operational, right?
yes, sir, we are operating from last half and 1.5 hours. Yeah, 1.5 years.
Okay. And how has been the response so far? What is the customer feedback? What some operational metrics of the of from the last 1.5 years?
Yes, sir. So basically, we conducted different camps and tests in Pune and Parbani. So our test acted as a kickstart for most of our customer, because they don't know about how health and fitness affects the sports, and then it get benefited to coaches also. Around 30 coaches are with us, we who are earning more than their past earnings with us. Also, some of students, due to COVID situation, they were not able to go on ground. They are getting health benefit out of it due to getting known about different coachings, and they start playing out of it. Some of players are also participating in different district level tournaments.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm just interrupting you because we're going to run out of time. So, what are some of the metrics that you're tracking of your business right now? So, you're live for
Okay,
the past
so
one and a
currently,
half
sir, we
years,
have
right?
around seven.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So basically, sir, we have around 70 plus coaching with us, which are getting more than 30% of revenue due to us. Along with that, we have customer of around 800 to 900 in Pune and Parbhani. Then coming to the part of revenue and profitability, currently we are loss-making startup because we don't consider commission from coaches as of now. We are just collecting revenue from the test where we are getting around 60% of our revenue.
Okay. And what is the efficacy of your of the test? So two questions, right? One is what is the efficacy of your test? How does one, as
Yeah.
a parent of a child, how do you convince the parent that your test actually works? Number one. Number two is that how do you actually evaluate your coaching institutes, etc. Right? I mean, again, as a parent, how do I know that whatever you're recommending
Yeah.
from a coaching institute or a coach perspective is actually effective?
Yes, sir. So basically, sir, we consider those coachings only which have NI certified coaches or coaches who are completed with MPR, MPR, so that we get best coach which we taught in the field. Along with that, we in test we talk. The test is like we just told them the results
I think
which we
your
just provided.
your internet
Not
connectivity is poor.
those
Can somebody else answer from the team?
Hello, am I audible, sir?
Yes.
Hello,
Sorry, who's answering?
Swapnil.
Yeah, your internet is very poor. That's why I was just checking. But anyway, continue.
Okay, sir. So, what I was saying is that we just consider those coaches which are done with their NIS
I
coaching
understand the
certification
coaches.
or who completed MPR. Yes, yeah.
I understand the coaches. Let's get to the efficacy of the algo, the
Okay.
AIML
So, in
test.
terms of efficacy of yes, sir. So basically, currently, as we have less number of data, we work with deterministic algorithm, and some part of it is around. We are working on AIML based algorithm. As we get more and more data points, then we will completely shift ourselves to AIML based algorithm.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm done.
So
Okay, sorry. You were
yes,
saying
thank
something.
you, sir.
Carry on.
So currently we just work with deterministic thing, and we are providing around we collected data from best sports players which are there in India, and comparing that data with them, we provide that
How did
current
you collect
situation
that
of
data?
child. And we have tie-ups with some of the sports associations such as Kabaddi, Kho, and Basketball Association, and we collected data from that.
Okay, fine. Got it.
Yes,
Thanks.
yes,
Over to Minal.
yes. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, guys. You were simply amazing. In fact, kudos to all the participating teams today in this elimination round. Let me just tell you all were absolutely stunning. The variety of innovative ideas showcased in this particular round was truly remarkable. And today's contest has heightened the bar with a promise to make this journey even more intense in the days to come. As you know, the winners of today's elimination round will be stepping into the regional finale of TUP 9.0, where you will be battling against winners of the other elimination round winners. Now, to quell the curiosity as to the winner and runners up for today's elimination round, the suspense will have to linger a bit longer. Rest assured, the results of today's elimination round will be declared on our social media handles and platforms shortly. So keep those social media notifications active. As we conclude this round of the competition, we would like to express our heartfelt appreciation to the jury for their insightful questions on each of the ideas presented today. We thank the audience and the teams for making this an interactive and exciting event with their futuristic ideas. All the very best, everyone. You guys were simply amazing. With that, this is me, Neenal, signing off for today. Keep following us on our social media handles and stay tuned for further updates. Stay abreast with all the exciting things going down on our social media platforms. We shall see you real soon during the TUP 9.0 regional finale. Until then, take care and have a great day ahead.